I am the greatest. I am the great. I'll show you how great I am. I'll show you how great I am. I done wrestled an alligator. I done tussled a whale. Man, I'm so high I throw thunder. Like just last week, I injured a stone, murdered a rock, hospitalized a brick. Man, I'm so mean I make medicine sick. Fast, boy, fast. Get up, cut the light off, get back in bed before the room get dark. Fast. You're gonna see how great I am. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that was a little bit of the greatest, Muhammad Ali quote for you that I've ever heard. And we here at the channel, we got
that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad in pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Welcome back, everyone. A new Arrow Field just south of Buffalo. We're just about set for a kickoff as we resume action in the second quarter. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
52. Watch Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Allen now on first down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Draw play. This is Yeldon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Wait, set, 53! 29 the mark. All day, baby, all day.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Wait, set, wait, 20!
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get it started in Philadelphia. The defending champs hosting Washington in an NFC East matchup. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Carson Wentz lighting things up. 3 touchdown passes there. From there, we'll head west to check on the other team in the Keystone State, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. The Vikings seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
Oh, so hard to get off the phone with my sister. I had a family emergency. And my niece
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
She's in a lot of pain, and it's very serious, but she's in the
On
hospital.
play action, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And we're going to get this here. Game on.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very
so
manageable 2nd and 1.
And my defense sucks and stuff.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I got to keep on. We all
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Anyway, off me soapbox and on to it like Donkey Kong threw it.
On first
Go
down,
get the old
and
good
caught
grief
by
cake.
Henry. And he'll get it
A
down here to the
fucking
43.
walk around. Yes,
That's the type of play gives you a chance to win.
Here, I gotta give a shout out. All right, y'all. We all set up to rack them up.
Where you don't have a guy open, swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it.
All right.
Gain of 5. You're just trying to
Gaining
get 4
nothing.
on first down.
Already
They're
kissed
headed
my
to chains
ass.
now.
On second down, here's Henry.
Fuck
Looking
off,
for a
bro.
cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon.
Back
And he's gonna
behind
have
the
it first
line.
down at about the
Fuck
38.
you, he did.
3rd down turns
Just because he
to
crossed
first
it
with a
and then
5-yard
fucking I
pickup.
drove him back over it. Watch that.
Might have been 4 down territory
Watch
if they didn't
that.
pick it up.
Watch that.
Yeah, it's a moot point
Yeah,
now. I was
way
curious, though, if they
over.
didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Nah, dude, it's fucking not in there. Look at that.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hell yeah, buddy. That's the way to do it. I've been
So
there.
the shotgun snap to
Feeding
Allen.
the old babia. No! Yes, that motherfucker there.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football,
You
but
know
also
he ain't got no
not
best
getting a lot of
throwing
help
the
out there
beautiful.
either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this time he's going backwards. So
Yeah,
after the no
see?
gain
How's
on the
that
last
for pushing
attempt,
him back?
Here they get him behind the line. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up because the teams that win, the best
Fuck
teams,
yeah.
they're the
You
ones that
know
make
it.
adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could
Like
get
I
done.
said,
Sometimes when you open things
monologue.
up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Yeah, they did. Oh, yeah, they did. They freaking, and you know what? I haven't played them yet either. Yeah. I know, I love that about this game.
7th play of this drive coming up.
I didn't notice
Long way
that.
to
That
go
was a
on
good
3rd
catch.
down.
I beat KC too already, I think.
Now
this year.
Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's
baby.
complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down.
unfortunate.
4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that
go
one
get hooked
and
on
slow
Good
it down
Grief,
and
too.
stop it
Good
before
Grief
they could get a
K
first down.
channel, because this here is a man, ladies and gentlemen. You know, he be going to work all weekend, and then he goes home and he feeding the baby while he's strumming. That's a
Here's
fucking
Lachlan
man.
Edwards now,
I feed the baby
as
while
he's
I'm
on
mowing
the
the
punt for
lawn,
Buffalo.
boy.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one
You
goes
know
all
it.
the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here
slap
are the
the
Patriots to
shit out of
take
these
over. Their win
Anybody want
streak
some
at
frickin'
6
fried
coming in
buffalo
and
meat?
counting as they've got the lead right
I
now,
heard
beginning
it's
this
good.
drive
Put her in a
1st and
still.
10.
Shameless plug. Go check out the UFC stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Like, yeah, videos.
So
from
Brady and the Pats
every
take
day.
over 1st and 10 at their own
And over there
20-yard
on
line.
Good Grief K, he's got that Elden. No, he beat Elden. He's doing Skyrim now. He is. Go check that out.
They start the drive with White. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Who are you playing? Let me go check you out. Okay, yeah.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We've only a snap.
Opting to run again here with White.
Go, boy.
It's a
That, you
5-yard
see
gain,
that
but they'll
little
still be
mother
a yard
pushing?
short here with third down now.
You see that little mother
We should mention, to
pushing?
go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Dude, that guy be pushing. He's off AFC Offensive Player of the Week for the last 4 weeks running, dude. I'm telling you, bro. Just coming in, looking at that boy just push through.
First down yardage to the
Man,
35.
I'm telling you. And when I say boy, know that I don't mean boy, all right? So freaking calm the fuck down.
Protect this lead. Give it to the backs.
Water's
a little bit of
wet.
keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a
the
good
sky
philosophy
is
at
up.
this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
For saying the sky is up. You probably will. You'll slay them freaking. Whatever. Anyway, immediately scored a touchdown on me. Nah, bro, that ain't cool. What are you doing that for? I ought to get the laptop out and pull up your stream. Hold on. Oh, shit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Penalty. Oh, we're going to get penalty. Brady, run. Dip that shit. Oh, and she's
being brought down 2nd and right at a yard.
Fuck you, bro. That shit was in there.
Maybe the last play of the quarter.
Hold on, let me go pull up you on the laptop.
That is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Everything over. All right. Got to pause for the calls, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get the brothers stream of the old Good Grief Cake. Go over and check him out. He's all about that shit, though. Boom, baby. What you got? Scoring on you? Nah. All right, we got you going. We got you going, son. All right, we're jumping back in it. And we're going to win it. What do we got here?
Wait, that wide, 80! Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
I got everything, son. I got everything. I got all the freaking field to play with.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
See, that all-pro
Do
shit's
my eyes
hot.
deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
I don't like the way the chat set up on this laptop.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
We got 1st and 10, 7 seconds.
They'll run with White.
Oh, fucking go, buddy. Spin that shit.
10
Look at
yards
him.
on the
He's just
pickup
like
there, and
a
it'll be 2nd
graceful
down.
gazelle. Isn't he? Just running through that. Come on, get him. Freaking.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a
Get him in
yard.
that end zone.
On 2nd down, they'll run
Oh,
with
yeah.
White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field.
Make sure you like
Instead,
and sub.
they can't find any traction towards
channel.
doing that. Right
And
now,
make
they're
sure
just
if
getting
you're over
muscled
there on
all over the
WK,
field
you also
and getting
like
pushed
and
down.
They'll run on first down.
Oh, yeah, baby. He's open. He gives him a spin. And, oh, we're almost into the end zone.
That's good for 21 yards.
That's 21,
He's still
baby.
rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one, despite the heavy
Rumbling,
workload.
bumbling,
You and I both know,
stumbling
well
into
conditioned,
the
and he
end
did tell
zone.
us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
You got this. You got this. 7-7. You got this, D. Bring the D, bro. The 7-7 Raiders. Got to bring that D over on the Good Grief K channel. And now, we got New England football. Over here, Rocky 91. Let's get her in this end zone.
On first down.
Yes, sir.
White.
Fucking what are you doing?
Search
Why
forward
you're a
for
little bit
about
too
5
much of
yards
Duke
down
and
to the
Daddy with
10.
that stick.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Oh, yeah,
And
baby.
he's in. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Patriots.
Pass
James
football all
White,
day.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And
You
the
know it.
Patriots, they add on to their lead.
All right.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
I don't know why I wrote that on.
A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off
3
with
and
a
out.
10-yard touchdown scamper. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
What?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Oh, I didn't fucking pay attention. I was commenting on something. Fuck me. Suck my ass.
Allen to the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Completes it to Aguilar.
Oh, you son of a
And he's
bitch!
free going down the
I
left side.
totally
It's a
fucking
foot race.
screwed the pooch on
Way
that.
home for a Bills
Alright,
touchdown.
I deserve that one. That one was on me. Doing too much at
His
once,
3rd
getting too
touchdown
far ahead of
now on the
myself.
year.
Now I'm gonna put a
And
boot
the
in your
Bills
ass.
get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts.
That ain't never gonna
Because
happen
once he
again in a
took
million
off,
years.
I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let me tell you
Extra
something.
point, Giorgio Tavecchio.
Move those
And this
chains,
is up
yo.
and
You
good.
moving
It
them?
cuts the lead to 28.
Fuck yeah, run that motherfucker.
And we
Catch
can break
and
that scoring
run.
drive down pretty easily. One
On
play,
Good Grief
long
K,
touchdown
guys.
pass
Watching
into
the
the
Good
end
Grief
zone.
K. Wow, we're jamming with New England football. We got Raiders football over on Good Grief channel. Go check them out. I'll put plugs all day. I don't give a shit. Somebody watches this shit
So
for
still
5 seconds.
lots
Guess
of
what? I'm
work
gonna
left to
annoy
do, but here
you.
comes the onside kick.
Squid.
And
Get
this
the
is
fuck out
secured
of
by
here.
the Patriots.
Oh, I should have zagged
Fourth
back
quarter,
and I
they
would
felt
have had
like
a
they needed
touchdown
the
and
football
just saw an
back.
opening.
Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game,
Push that
and
into
someone
the
has
end
said
zone.
here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes, left side.
That's how you do that.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Figured her out. I got the ball. Yeah.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You must be dreaming.
Throwing again. Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This
There's 7 sacks in this game.
Cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen.
Come on, almost picked off there.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Edelman set to return.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice.
A big-time return there, 40 yards.
40.
And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle.
Yeah, baby.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England first
Their
down. A gain
defense
of
had
12.
a plan. Then their plan has
Another
gone.
example of this
Ari.
offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play
baby.
there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
I ain't got no mama or dad. I'm just a problem.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first
I need
and 10.
a blanket. My friend, he needs a blanket and somebody to spank it. I miss my mom, but she's a good
Now White.
boy, run her
Inside
in.
the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave
Running
the white
them
flag.
into submission.
Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. They go right back to White here on first down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another
baby.
touchdown.
Yeah,
This thing
baby.
is ugly.
It is
another
ugly.
score there.
It's about as
Often you
ugly
talk
as your
about the
mama
three phases
on
of
your
the game.
freaking wedding
Defense,
ring.
offense,
I'll tell you.
special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Gostkowski for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Who? I don't know, guys. A lot of good weather and some coffee. Let me tell you. And a lot of watching Angry Beavers.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown.
If
He'll
anybody
send this one
remembers that
away.
show, go check out some of my shorts.
This will be taken in at the 1.
They're on that. Fucking
And he'll take
slam
it
him
past
so
the
hard, take his
25
helmet
and
off
up to
his
the
shoulder.
28-yard line.
It's my intention. You know, I don't want to hurt nobody, but on a game, I want to hurt somebody.
Here's the Buffalo
Oh,
offense now as
I
they
know
get
it's
set
not
to
the right
take over
thing
here.
here, but-
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
Come on.
And maybe we can
Oh,
look
you
ahead and say,
fucker.
we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their
Use that
timeouts as he'll
Use
stop it
that
with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Strong arm in it, buddy.
The big play to start him out has him at the
Fuck
45
yeah.
already.
Give her the fucking gusto.
Allen off the play fake. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
Frank.
And all that
Why do I
does
have to be frank?
is embolden a
can't
secondary.
be
They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now the Bills
Oh,
will use
be
the
fine.
second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Right, we're gonna stop these motherfuckers right here.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Throwing is Allen on third.
Oh, bloody little whore,
And
you.
they'll get him down.
You're
as
trying
he's
to play
inside the
football
40.
now. Oh,
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Fuck you and your
And
run
he'll
ass.
lose yardage
fucking
here, back at the
screenplay
41.
bullshit.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them
Yeah.
to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for
Yes.
the Pats, their winning ways
42-10.
continue as they get it up
And
to
we have
7-0.
won it
And
for
they'll have
Pats
another road
football.
date next week.
That's
with the
what
Los
we
Angeles
got
Rams.
over on Good Grief.
Meanwhile, for Buffalo,
17,
things are
14.
definitely going south
Raiders
quickly as they
football.
fall now to 1-6.
Well,
and they'll get a chance to redeem
They're on
themselves
D right
at
now,
home.
but they're
next
in
week.
lead is what I'm meaning. We're home next
That'll
week.
do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our
The
entire
old
crew
Charles
as well. We'll talk to you next
Davis.
time. So long, everybody.
For them, it's so long. We're going to check out what we got going on over here. Excuse me. Sony Michelle. Oh, this beast jukes and sprints around his defenders before taking off in a blink of an eye. Yes, that's what we want. Exclusive. Baby, we want you just... We want your best, daddy. We want your best. We want you at your tip-top, tippity shape, daddy. We want everything you got, daddy. On your pencil. They ain't want no Shoni Michelle. They ain't fucking want no damn white either. I'm telling you. That motherfucker will smoke you. Oh, what we got? Return that shit all the way. Oh, sorry, I forget. I'm also watching The Good Grief K because yours truly is one of the moderators over there, as Good Grief is here on this glorious channel. Make sure you go check out some of the UFC videos. We got GTA 5, GTA San Andreas, GTA Vice City, and GTA 3. GTA 3 and Vice City are old. We're gonna put it on doing new playthroughs. Definitely plan on doing new playthroughs. I don't know why I skipped what's his face and hit Bartlett, but we'll get the Walker, Brian Walker. I wonder if he's from Texas. Run stopper. Yeah, all day like hoop, yeah, all day like hoop, yeah. Anyway, let's get some football going. We get these upgrades in, we're gonna play a little bit of football, maybe we can get to halftime before I have to take an intermission. And then we'll be back up about around maybe, I don't know, 1 or so. Though, we're gonna be streaming all day. All day, you say. Yes, I say, all day. Hooray. Sorry, fucking Cat in the Hat got stuck in my head for some fucking reason. Come on. Put up some more fucking points. Oh, BLD now. Good grief, K has got that shit. If there's a will, there's a way, and he has the way. He'll put it in because he is one of the greatest. I'm with them motherfuckers. I don't understand. I don't understand. Push that ball. Push that ball. Yes.
Yeah.
Matching hundreds. It's the coach. This is the 2020 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Denver won theirs on week 9. So that's good. It looks like Atlanta beat Detroit.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off?
Well, the final
week
2 is
9.
going to see me in a
Let's
Super Bowl.
field it at the 2.
You know that's coming.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
All right, let's see what we can do here against these guys. We're gonna hone them in hard. We're gonna play a little harder football.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's
Now Goff on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain,
like,
2nd and 2.
Defense,
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Defense. This guy is slow as fucking fuck, bro. Are you kidding me? No.
And oh, so close
Holy
as he takes
fuck.
it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Dude,
A big run
2-yard
there by
line.
63
You
yards.
stupid
Welcome
son
to the
of a
party.
bitch.
First
You
carry
know
of the
what you
game. How
just
about
did?
that?
If I was
think,
you, I'd
as
go
far as he's
home, go to
concerned,
bed,
he's
cover
just
up
getting
on the
warmed up.
covers, and I'd rethink every decision that led you up to this point in your life. Because it's going to be miserable for you if you get that touchdown for the rest of this game. It'll be the last 7 points you ever score against the Patriots here tonight. I can tell you that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And he is into
Fucking
the end
let
zone.
that happen.
Touchdown,
That was
Los
bullshit.
Angeles. Darrell Henderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening
Go
drive.
fucking suck.
One of the keys to their
we got
long winning
this.
streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you
Listen,
go back to our meeting
you
with
the
the
only
offensive
one that's
coordinator?
got a
What he
touchdown
told
on
us?
this number.
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack.
That was all
They've been in
me
attack
fucking
mode for
that
these
up
ball
right
games
there.
and continue that in this one.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0.
I should have
Scoring
took the
summary,
rough.
3-play drive. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all, sir.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch one. Got one. Hey, Alabama.
They'll run it here. This is James White. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard. He can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backstories that you're going to get. This is a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, has beaten that, and now is one of the better players in the NFL.
On second down, it's White. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with White. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And he's got some space here.
Sticking him up, baby.
And he'll take it
Switching it up and in.
Touchdown.
Fuck yeah.
Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability, as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And we expected to have already talked about this unit. We didn't get a chance to hit on the opening drive because they scored so quickly. But that's the kind of unit this is. A quick strike offense. I expect to see them taking their shots all game long. And if that's the case, we'll find ways to talk about this group.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Off the field
so on
we
4th
go.
down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman.
Holy shit, you got this. You fucking got this.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
You got this,
man,
dude.
those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah,
Still
every one of those actions you can pull
left.
off. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
There you go. Fucking right, bud. Good grief, K. Go check him out. He's getting that ball in that end zone. I can feel it. 17-24. He's still got more than a halftime left. We got some freaking game to do ourselves over here.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today,
we're off.
They would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady.
You fucking whore!
And it's intercepted.
That's why I don't fucking throw. Because these tricks, they're quick as shit.
In enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
Yes.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Michael Bannon. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer.
What?
They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wow. Yeah. I understand.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Oh, boy. That is a bullshit.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it.
Yeah, I saw that. The minute you got to the fucking end zone. The minute good grief gets to the end zone, the fucking game, I just watched that shit twice.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That was true. It did want me to lose that game.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll go down at
because you don't just get to the end the end zone,
Jr.
and then boom, plucked off. Boom, plucked off. Yeah, I know what you mean.
These two teams all tied after one.
They'll get used to that, bro, and then you will. Trust. It's kind of like having a power drill always on in the exactly. You know what I mean? Just
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Go down.
He gets it to Gurley, complete.
But I do know.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Gonna probably be doing
Everyone's got to be able to catch the
live
football.
stream
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I want to get this ball back and get in the end zone before I pause this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
Oh,
complete to
you
his tight end,
stupid
Everett.
fucking
And he's
bastard.
got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Goff throwing again.
Yes, baby.
Now and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Mike Bennett able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
2nd down and goal.
Oh, pick it, come on, you
But
stupid.
it's incomplete.
Oh, my
Gerald
Lord.
Everett is
Pick
tied
it.
in, the
Oh.
intended receiver. But now it's
Oh.
3rd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone,
Come on,
but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that
But
attempt?
you didn't get the touchdown, I told you. That'd be the only 7 points you would ever get in this game.
Bullock's kick is
That's
good.
what's happening.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Go ahead and get 2 all day, all right? I don't care.
This will be fielded at the 6.
Yeah, we are. That's where I'm
It's
looking
a
for.
foot
The
race.
pocket.
He's at the 30.
And then you stiff it.
The 20.
And then you run it. And then
all the
fucking
way
stick it up your
in.
ass and sit on it.
Touchdown, New England. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And
You just
once
witnessed
again,
that
the
with
Patriots
your
are
own
back
eyes.
out in front.
Did you witness that one?
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away
That
from him
was-
because that's
that
what he
was
can do.
just
And others have
beautiful.
egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets...
Dude, I was like, fuck it, I'll run it the other way, and there was nobody there. It just happened to be nobody there. So I'm like, boom, baby. Oh, no, guys, I think my internet might be going out. Okay, nope, it didn't. All right, this was a delete. But it is 12 o'clock, and we are going to put a sock in this one, guys, and come back to it. I very much appreciate you and all you beautiful people of YouTube and the world on this here God's green earth. God bless.